So my previous startup was called Boro.io, and I started that in 2021. I left a safe job in a well-known crypto company to start that company, and it was also my dream to start my own company. And it was quite a risky move. My wife was pregnant at the time and without a job, and so there were a lot of kind of circumstances that were not ideal. But at the same time, a lot was going right. The right timing for what we were building. We launched in August. I built most of the platform on my own. And we achieved almost 1,000 users in a few months. And we raised $4 million in 3 months after launching the platform. So it was really fast. So I actually left my job, gave notice, and 1 month later, I had already the term sheets. But it was very intense, and after that, one of the issues that I think we had was that, partially because of the money, we were building the company much faster than we should have done. I think we focused on building a company versus now I say we were building a company when we should be building a product. We should have been way more focused on the customer and the product. So, for example, I actually hired an inside guy who was amazing, and he ended up doing most of the customer success side of the company. And I think that was a mistake. I should have been the one doing that. So you start delegating things that you don't realize how important for a founder it is. Like support tickets, actually, extremely important. I was still doing some, but, so meaning I should have been focused on building a product that really is having traction and getting to product market fit before building a company. So I think that was one of the big mistakes. The second one was my co-founder. So I started with a co-founder who ended up leaving the company right after we raised funds. We raised almost 4 million and was much more than we were expecting initially. And he had committed to join the company full time. And then when we raised, he said, no, I can't join full time. And that was a big problem. And we were having loads of issues with communication. We had worked for 4 years before, but it can be very different to work in a startup versus working on a normal company. And it didn't work out. He ended up leaving a few months after we got our first checks. And it was a little drama because, you fundraise for a team and one of the two co-founders leave and everything. That was it. So now I found someone that is my co-founder, has been my CTO since my previous company, and we work so well together. And that was one of the best things that happened from my previous company.